Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. In the previous video, we have discussed traditional approach, rules of debit and credit as per the traditional approach. In traditional approach, we have learned personal account. There are all the accounts of the business transaction were classified into three heads. That were personal account, real account, and nominal account. The rules for these accounts were here. For the personal account, the rule was debit the receiver and credit the giver. And for the real account, debit what comes in and credit what goes out. For the nominal account, debit all expense and losses, credit all gains and incomes. All these were the rules of the accounts as per the traditional approach. Now today we will discuss on rules of debit and credit as per the modern approach. Now, before going to rules, first we will classify the accounts as per the modern approach. All the accounts of the business transactions are classified in 5 heads as per the modern approach. Modern approach is also called accounting equation approach. In accounting equation approach, we have 3 elements, important elements, that were assets, liabilities and capital. We have learned it. Assets is equal to capital plus liabilities. These are the main 3 items in accounting equation. These rules were based on the accounting approach, account equation approach. Now, first we will classify the accounts. Classification of accounts as per the modern approach. We have 5 headers. All the accounts of the business transactions as per the modern approach were grouped into 5 headers. Number 1, that is assets. Number 2 is liabilities. Assets account, liabilities account, capital account, revenue account, and the last one, expenses account. As per the modern approach, all the accounts were divided into these 5 heads. Accounting equation we have learned, there were assets is equal to capital plus liabilities. These are the main terms, main elements of the accounting equation. Now, 2 more transactions or 2 more terms are added to this, that were revenue account and the expenses account. Now, if we complete the accounting equation, so it becomes here assets is equal to capital plus liabilities plus revenue minus expenses. This is also balanced here. All these terms are equal to this term, assets. All these capital plus liabilities plus revenue minus expenses are always equal to the assets. Now we will transfer this term to here. It becomes here assets plus expenses is equal to capital plus liabilities plus revenue. Here it is again balanced. These 3 terms, capital plus liabilities plus revenue, is always equal to these 2 terms, assets plus expenses. Now, as per the rule, all these accounts were grouped into 2 heads. These 2 assets and expenses. The rule is one rule is for this, and another rule for these 3 terms. Okay, for these 2 terms the rule is same, and for these 3 terms the rule is same as per the modern approach. The rule is here: debit the increase, and credited the decrease. Now it is opposite. The rule is here for these three terms. Here we have debit the increase. Now for these three terms, it is opposite is debit the decrease. And credit the decrease here. For these terms, there may be credit the increase. Now, if there is increase in assets, so it is debited. If there is any decrease in assets, it is credited. Assets account is credited. And similarly for the expenses, if the expenses account goes increase, so it is debited. And when the expenses account goes decrease, so it is credited. Similarly for these terms, capital account, liabilities account, and revenue account, we have the rule debit the decrease and credit the increase. If the capital account is increased, so it is credited. If the capital account is decreased, so it is debited. Capital account is debited at the time. And when the liabilities goes on increasing, at that time it is credited. Liabilities account is credited. And when the liabilities goes on decrease, at that time liabilities account is debited. Similarly for the revenue account, when the revenue increases in the business, that revenue account is increased, credited. And when the revenue decreases in the business, at the time the revenue account is debited. Now we one by one we explain these terms: assets account, liabilities account, capital account, revenue account, and expenses account. Here we have learned all the accounts of business transactions were classified as per the modern approach in these 5 headers. The first head is assets account, second head liabilities account, third head capital account, another head that is revenue account, and another head that is expenses account. In the previous video, traditional as per the traditional approach, all the accounts were divided into 3 headers. That were the real account, personal account, real account, and nominal account. Now as per the rule, we have 3 headers here: personal account, real account, and nominal account. But in the modern approach, we have 5 headers. That were the assets account, liabilities account, capital account, revenue account, and expenses account. And for the rule, assets and expenses have the same rule, and for the liabilities, capital, and revenue, these 3 terms have the same rule. Now, first we have assets account. In traditional approach, we have the real account here. Real account is related to the properties of the business, possessions of the business, and assets of the business. Similarly, the real account is here. The same account is here. In the traditional approach, we call it real account, and in this modern approach, we call it assets account. It includes all the assets, all the accounts related to assets, properties, possessions of the business. So in this group assets account, all the assets, all the properties, all the possessions of the business, all the accounts related to properties, possessions, and assets, all grouped in this head, that is assets account. So for example, we have land account, building account, furniture account, cash account, goodwill account, copyright account, etc. Trademark account, etc. All these, all the properties, what they are, they may be current property, current assets, they may be fixed assets, there may be non-current assets, there may be floating assets, tangible assets, intangible assets, all these assets, all these possessions, whether they may be tangible or intangible, all these came in this head. Now, for example, the rule for this account, for the assets account, we have debit the increase and credit the decrease. For the assets account, we have the rule debit the increase and credit the decrease. When there is any increase in the assets, at that time the assets account is debited. When there is any decrease in the assets, at that time the assets account is decreased. Assets account is credited. For example, suppose Mr. A started business. With cash. Here in this transaction two accounts are involved. One is cash account and another account is that is capital account. Suppose we write the first account is cash account and the capital account. When business is started, the business got cash. Here the cash is asset and it comes in this category, assets account. So the business got cash. That means the cash goes up. Cash comes into the business. When the cash comes into the business, that means cash account increases. Cash increases in the business. There is increase in the cash. So the cash account is debited. There is increase in cash. And at the same time, capital increases. Capital increases. Capital increases here. Capital is the another account. For this we have the rule created the increase. For these three terms, liabilities, capital and revenue, we have the debit the increase, debit the decrease, and credit the increase. So the capital also increases. It is here debited, credited. Capital account is credited. There is increase in. Now another transaction to explain this. Purchased furniture in cash. Also two accounts are involved in this transaction. One is furniture account and another account that is cash account. When the furniture is purchased in cash, business got furniture and business reduces the cash, business lost cash. Here both the accounts, cash account and furniture account are involved here. Both the accounts are assets account. Furniture account another is cash account. When the business got furniture, business paid cash for this. At the time, furniture account goes up. Furniture account increases. Furniture comes into the business. So there is increase in furniture and it is in assets account. So the rule for the assets is debit the increase. So furniture account is debited. Similarly, another account that is cash account. When furniture is purchased in cash, cash goes out from the business. Cash is to be paid for the furniture. So cash is reduced, cash goes down, cash decreases here. So the cash account decreases. There is decrease in the cash. And there is decrease in assets, so it is credited. So the cash account is credited. In the assets account, all the accounts related to properties of the business, possessions and assets are grouped in this head. There may be land account, building account, plant account, machinery account, copyright, goodwill account, trademark account, cash account, etc. And rule for these assets account we have debit the increase and credit the decrease. These are for this rule is for two terms, that is assets account and for the expenses account. Now go for another term, that is liabilities. Another category, that is liabilities. And business has to do many transactions, for which it has to clear the credits, it has to borrow money, it has to borrow goods on credit basis. For this credit liabilities account arises here. So liabilities accounts, what are the liabilities account here? Liabilities accounts are those accounts which are related to financial obligations, and those financial obligations of the business which are related to outsiders of the business. So we write here all the accounts related to financial obligations which belongs to outsiders of the business. All the accounts related to financial obligations of the business which belongs, these accounts belongs to the outsiders of the business, which are not insiders of the business but which are outsiders of the business, which claims to the business for their obligations. Now we have, for example, creditors account, outstanding salary, outstanding rent, all these accounts are liabilities account. Here the main point is these accounts are related, these are the financial, these are the claims of the outsiders of the business. They belong to the outsiders of the business. And the rule for this is here, debit the decrease and credit the increase. When there is increase in any liability, when a business got liability, so that the liability account is increased and it is credited. And there is increase in liability, the liability account is credited. And when there is decrease in liability, when the business pays its liabilities, when the business reduces its liabilities, at that time these accounts, liabilities account is debited. For example, goods furniture purchaser from Mr. M. Here Mr. M is the outside of the business. Business has purchased furniture from Mr. M. So the Mr. M is the creditor here. Here two accounts are also involved. One is the furniture account. So we write here business got furniture, furniture is the asset. So we write furniture account. And another account that is involved here, that is Mr. M's account. Mr. M is creditor here. Business got assets, furniture. So the rule for the assets is debit the increase. So assets account, there is increase, so it is debited. And here there is increase. At the same time, business has increased its liability. The liabilities goes up for the business here. That is for Mr. M. Mr. M is the creditor. The business owes money to Mr. M. At that time, the business has got here liability. So the liability is increased. There is increase in liability. When there is increase in liability, at that time the liabilities account is credited. The rule is here for liabilities, debit the decrease and credit the increase. So the liabilities account is increased here. At that time the rule, as per the rule here, so its account is credited. Another example, paid cash to Mr. M. Another transaction, paid cash to Mr. M. Business has purchased the furniture from Mr. M. Mr. M was the creditor. Business owes money to the Mr. M. Now, business paid its cash, business paid money to Mr. M. Here the Mr. M was the creditor. So, Mr. M got cash here and business reduces the cash. Business lost cash here. Now, two accounts involved are Mr. M's account. Mr. M is creditor and cash account, that is asset. Creditor is the liability. So business paid cash here to Mr. M. Mr. M's account goes to reduce when there is decrease in assets, so the debit the decrease. When there is decrease in liabilities, here Mr. M got cash, the business has after this nothing to pay to Mr. M, so, or it may pay little, but Mr. M's account goes reduced. Mr. M's liability claim goes reduced here, it decreases, so Mr. M's account is debited. Similarly, the cash goes also reduced. When there is any decrease in assets, at the time the assets account, when they got decreased, it is credited. In the above case, Mr. M was the creditor. Mr. M gave furniture to the business on credit, so at that time liability was increased, so it was credited. In the second transaction, Mr. M got money. Business paid money to Mr. M for his dues. Now Mr. M's account got reduced. The liabilities goes on decrease. Business decreases its liabilities. Business paid its liabilities. So the liability account is decreased. When there is decrease in liability, so liability account is debited. Now for another transaction we have another term we have, that is capital account. Capital account. What is capital account? Capital account or the account that is related to the owners of the business, that are related to proprietors of the business, managers of the business, who manage the business, who owns the business. Here, accounts related to financial obligation, of business which belongs to insiders of the business. Insiders of the business. Who are the insiders of the business? Insiders of the business were the owners. Owner of the business. For example, capital account is the owner's account. When he gives money to the business, when he invests money, any amount in cash or in kind in the business, at that the capital account is opened. And similarly, when he uses the amount of business, when he draws money from the business for his personal uses, for his domestic uses, at the time another account that is related to the owners of the business, drawings account. Both the accounts are capital accounts. These are related to the capital accounts. Now, taking the example, the rule for this, liabilities, capital and the revenue. These three terms have the same rule. The rule is here, debit the decrease, and credit the increase. When there is any increase in capital account, so the capital account is credited. When there is any decrease in the capital account is debited. Now, for example, Mr. A commenced business or started business. Two accounts are involved here. One is capital account and another is cash account. Here, business got cash, cash is asset, and when there is increase in assets, so asset account is debited. Similarly, when the cash is introduced in the business, business got cash and the capital account is introduced. Capital is the giver. Here now, as per the modern approach, the capital is financial obligations which are related to the insiders of the business. So the rule for this is here, debit the increase and debit the decrease and credit the increase. The capital account got increased here. When the amount is introduced in the business, cash is introduced in the business or anything is introduced in the business, capital account goes up, capital account is increased at that time. So the capital account is, when there is increase in capital account is credited. Capital account is credited. There is increase. Now we have learned here how the rule affects these terms, these assets account, liabilities account, capital account. Now for another term we have, that is revenue account. All the accounts related to selling of goods or rendering services. Or any other yields. All the accounts related to selling of goods, sale of goods, rendering services, or any other yields are grouped in this head. These are called revenue accounts. For example, sales account, rent received account, commission received, interest received, all these accounts are revenue accounts. This increases the wealth of the money, business, wealth of money of the business or wealth of the business. All the accounts which are related to selling of the goods or renting services. When the business renders service for another business for any other business, at that time the business got money, business got wealth. So these becomes the revenue accounts for the business, or any other yields, any other accounts which are related to revenue, which are related to incomes of the business. At that time these accounts come under the head of revenue account. Now we have sales account, rent received account, commission received account, interest received account, etc., etc. These accounts are also included in revenue account category. So taking example here, the rule for the revenue account is same as of liabilities and capital, and there is decrease, debit the decrease, and credit the increase. When there is any decrease, so the revenue account is debited. When there is any increase, so the revenue account is credited. For example, selling of goods, sold goods in cash. Here two accounts are involved. One is cash account, another is sales account. Cash account that we learned here, that is assets related to assets, and but the sales account that comes in the category of revenue account. For the revenue account, when there is any decrease, so the revenue account is debited. When there is any increase, so the revenue account is credited. Here, when the sale is to be done in the business, that means sales account goes increase. Sales account increases. When the sales account is increasing, so the sales account is credited. When the assets account is increasing, it is debited. When the revenue account is increasing, it is credited. Similarly, rent received, commission received, interest received, all these accounts are revenue accounts. When there is any decrease, there is any increase in these accounts. When there is any increase, at that time the rule is for the increase as revenue account is credited. When there is any decrease in this revenue account, as per the rule, the account revenue account is debited. Now for another transaction we have, for another term we have, that is expenses account. So another term that is here, expenses account. All the accounts related to expenses, related to purchase of the goods, related to purchase of services. Sometimes the business has to purchase the services also. At the time when the business purchases services or anything, for this business has to pay money or any other thing. So these comes under the head of, these accounts comes under the head of expenses. So these accounts are related, all the accounts related to purchase of goods, or purchase of services, or any amount that is incurred or lost in the process of gaining revenue, in the process of achieving revenue. Any amount incurred or lost in the process of earning revenue. Any amount that is incurred or there is any loss for which is usually in the process of earning revenue, at that time these terms comes and these accounts comes in the category of expenses account. So all the accounts that are related to purchase of goods, that are related to purchase of services, or any amount that is incurred or lost in the process of earning revenue for the business. These accounts comes under the head of expenses account, on the category of expenses account. For example, we have number one, the purchase account, salary account, rent account, commission account, interest account, etc., etc. All these accounts are expenses account. So as per the rule, we have learned for two terms, first two terms, assets and expenses, the rule is same: debit the decrease, debit the increase, and credit the decrease. And for these three terms, liabilities, capital, and revenue, we have the another rule, that is opposite rule, that is debit the decrease and credit the increase. Now the rule is here: debit the increase and credit the decrease. And goods are purchased, this comes under the heading, under the category of expenses account. For example, purchased goods in cash. So two accounts are involved also here. Number one, purchase account, and the another account, that is cash account. Purchase account is expenses account. When there is any increase in expenses, at the time debit is, its account is debited. So there is increase in purchase is treated as expenses. At the time the business has to pay, so the purchase is treated as expenses here. Expense here, purchase is expenses increased here, so its account is debited. There is increase, so it is debited. For this purchase, business paid cash as per this transaction. So the cash account is assets account. Cash goes out of the business. Cash account is reduced when there is decrease in asset. When there is any decrease in asset, at the time the assets account is credited. So this account, cash account, is also here credited. Another example, paid salary. When the business paid salary to its manager, to its any other employee, from which it has received service. Now, paid salary. In this transaction, two accounts are also involved. One is cash account and another account is, that is salary account. Again, the cash goes out from the business. Cash account, when there is cash is asset. When there is any decrease in assets, its account is credited. Similarly, the salary account is expenses account. When there is any increase in expenses account, so it is debited. There is increase in salary account, so it is debited. And cash goes out, cash is reduced, it decreased. So cash account is credited. Now we have learned how the rule affects as per the terms on the accounts. As per the modern approach, we have 5 heads of accounts, that is assets account, liabilities account, capital account, revenue account, and expenses account. But as per the rule, there are only 2 sides. For the rule, for assets and expenses are same, and for the liabilities, capital, and revenue, the rule is same. I write it again here. Assets and expenses, debit the increase, credit the decrease. When there is any increase or decrease in assets or expenses, when there is any increase, in assets and expenses, so assets and expenses account is debited. When there is decrease in these two accounts, assets and expenses, so these accounts are decreased. When there is decrease, so these are credited. Similarly, for liabilities, capital and revenue, the rule is here the rule is opposite of it. Debit the decrease, credit the decrease, credit the increase. When there is any decrease in liabilities in capital and revenue, so the liabilities account at the time, liabilities account, capital account, revenue account is debited. When there is any increase in liabilities in capital and revenue, so at that time the liabilities account, capital account, revenue account is credited. Thanks.